Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions. Today we have Jeff Beck. This is live in 1975. It is the classic song that we all know him from, and that is the song "'Cause We've Ended as Lovers," a song composed by Stevie Wonder and given to Jeff Beck to do on the Blow by Blow album. I've been a huge fan of Jeff Beck. Not since 1975, but definitely the late 70s. It was probably my first fusion record, Blow by Blow, and then Inner Mounting Flame by Mahavishnu Orchestra, and many, many, many to follow. So I love Jeff Beck. I happened to see him quite a few times, but way later than 1975. And he is one of those players, unfortunately, that is gone, but to me got better and better as he got older. I think in the last decade of his life, he was doing some of his best playing. So here we go, 1975, "'Cause We've Ended as Lovers." That's kind of cool to see him kind of bending behind the nut. I never knew he really did that. He had a ton of cool stuff and lots of great tricks, but obviously playing his kind of quintessential Les Paul, which is the oxblood colored one that I think that may have sold recently. I'm not sure what sold in his kind of estate sale, but I know his pedal board did, and a lot of stuff. I'm not sure this was part of that, but an amazing, iconic Les Paul. And to be honest, if you know Jeff Beck, he was mostly a Strat player, at least kind of past 75 on. Now he had a Telecaster that Seymour Duncan gave him. He had a Jackson for a while, but I always kind of envision him with two guitars, this Les Paul and a Strat of some sort. So anyway. I don't know in 1975 if he had a volume pedal, but at that intro when he's doing the melody, those notes really bloom in a really cool way. So I don't doubt that he could do that, but it seems like it would be, at least for my ears and for my experience, that might be a volume pedal thing. Now, at the end, he's definitely using the volume knob on his guitar occasionally. He's constantly adjusting it through this entire song. But I meant more of like just that swell stuff. So, again, maybe he wasn't using a volume pedal at all. I don't know. Maybe it's just this kind of really advanced kind of articulation, but some really cool stuff in there that I didn't know on this song, that he bent behind the nut to kind of get that kind of, I forget what pitch it was. It looked like it was on the B string, so maybe it was like a C or something. I think the song is kind of in an interesting key. I think it's an A flat or something. I can't exactly remember, but definitely not a guitar key or a traditional rock and roll key. So that's how amazing Jeff Beck was. And he is definitely sorely missed. And, although I believe he was around 80 when he passed away, or 78, I think, I still feel like he had a lot of playing in him. And so, like I said, I happened to see him a couple of times towards the end of his life, but in that last decade. And I really thought everything I saw and on video, and then his band with Vinny and the young lady that plays bass, I'm forgetting her name, Tall, that band was smoking. And that live at Ronnie Scott's is probably one of my favorite live concerts I've ever seen. So, anyway, I am Brian. This is Guitar Solo Reactions. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon.